There we go. Hi, everybody. Good evening. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop. And somebody had a, yeah, you know who I thought that was for a minute? I thought that was poor old Mrs. McKinley. When she would have a fit at the table, President McKinley would just take a napkin and drape it over her head. And after the seizure would pass, he would take the napkin off and the conversation would continue. That was unusual for 1899. I read that in a history book.
I hope he used a clean linen.
Yeah, sure. There it is. Okay. There it is. Okay. There it is. Okay. Now I found it. Okay. It takes a second sometimes. And you know, because I move things around, I'm not always in one. My goal was to have like one studio spot in the basement. And that really still is a goal. So I'm not constantly moving things around, but sometimes I'd rather be upstairs than down there. Wow, that paint, that green looks wonderful. Did you just paint?
I painted 2 weeks ago. Yep, I have. It's coming along.
So you're upstairs.
Unfortunately,
right?
I have to find a futon. I want a couch. I want a seating area, but I don't want a full size bed or a queen bed up here. Because then it's just going to take away from what I want it to be. So it's going to have to be a futon. Sad to say, but Murphy beds, forget it. They're way too expensive for what I need. So I'm not doing that.
A Murphy bed. Yeah. Well, good evening, everyone. And tonight is the regular old Monday night live sale right here at the OCS. And I want to thank David in advance for his willingness to moderate. And he's going to sell a couple of things as well. It's not two chaps. That's next Monday night, right?
Next Monday, yes.
Next Monday night. So I don't want you to think I'm hogging the show. This really is the OCS live sale, but I invited David to, because I didn't think I had enough. I actually do. I have a lot, but David's going to sell some things intermittently.
That's the plan. I have 6 items.
Okay. And then that way, that gives you a break from me. So here we are, and welcome, good folk. I'm watching on the screen and I see everybody jumping in, and it's wonderful. We have 210 folks here at the moment. And if you are able to give a thumbs up, I would be delighted. Also, I was going through my subscriptions and sort of cleaning up and getting rid of some things channels that I don't really watch. And as I was going through, I noticed that some of the channels that I like to watch that I thought I was subscribed to, I wasn't really subscribed to them. And others, I never really had the notification on. And then I realized that once you subscribe, you've got to go a step farther and also click the notification bell. If you don't do that, because a lot of people say, well, I'm subscribed to you, but I didn't know you were on, blah, blah, blah. You have to do that extra step, or sometimes things will pop up and you don't see it. I don't know. So all that to say, if you get a chance to double check, and if you're not subscribed, I invite you to, and I would love it if you could absolutely subscribe. Whether you turn on the notifications is up to you or not, but I'd love it if you would subscribe. Has that ever happened to you, David? Like things?
I think we remind everyone to do that. I think part of the, I guess, stigma that I don't want to subscribe. It costs money, but it costs nothing but that 1 second to subscribe and then the second to hit the notification bell. And that's it.
Right. Let me move my glass because I can't see the chat. I think I can put it down here. Okay. Well, I can't believe you said it's warm and muggy in Texas tonight.
80 degrees.
Good for you. Do you like it?
I like the cooler weather. We are 20 degrees above normal, so I like the cool, but we'll get heat soon enough. So I like the fact that it's chilly, but not now.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like February.
Did you?
Sarah asked if I'm okay. I am great. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to type up here because I have my laptop elevated, or do start and stops on my phone. That's why I'm kind of looking down, but I probably won't do that. I'll probably do the Beethoven and just do this thing.
Mm-hmm. So you have your laptop and your cell phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore my phone.
Oh, I'm glad you moved your head. That fixture behind you that needs a shade that you told me about. Oh, I've got probably 10 different examples for you. That one behind you. Yeah.
Well, give me your best 3 examples that are nouveau-ish. That's a nouveau style lamp, so I want a nouveau style shade.
Okay. Mine are all currently down in the basement, but I've got, does it have,
we'll wait.
Does the fitter have 3?
It has the 3 little screws.
The 3 screws? Yeah, okay. So it's probably like 2 1/4 or 2 1/2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you the measurement.
Okay.
Art Nouveau, they ask. I'm going to show Mr. Man here in the corner. Ooh, look at him. Are you hearing fuzzies or what? Are you fine?
I don't hear any fuzz.
Okay, good.
Do you hear fuzz?
I hear a little feedback, but I'm trying these so that your microphone doesn't inadvertently pick up my speaker and get that little echo. So they should work. All I can do is hear me, and you're getting the speakers, or you can't hear any. You shouldn't hear any reverb. Is what I'm trying to say.
I don't hear it. It sounds great to me.
Okay, great.
I don't hear anything funny.
Yes, on fuzz. They hear scratchy.
How come I don't
There
hear
is
scratchy?
a buzz. I don't know. Strange.
It sounds great from where I am.
Okay.
You might hear my chair squeaking. Listen.
No, they're hearing something.
I don't hear it. But I am losing my hearing.
Well, I don't want to use these.
Yeah, but You don't?
Okay, go ahead.
And do what?
Let's get this thing rolling.
We both seem a little off tonight, don't we?
Yeah, we started a little late, and I don't know.
I guess I should speak for myself. Well, I will hit the refresh here, and then I didn't do a preview today for tonight, but I have a couple holiday items. I have a Christmas item you're going to love. I have a Halloween item I think you're going to like. And shall we begin?
Let's do.
Okay. Well, then, why don't we start with, bear with me for just a moment, good folk. We'll start with a matching pair of Candlewick vases made by the Imperial Glass Company. And these are in excellent condition, and they start at $25. But you get, I think I need to make myself big. These two are lovely, and Candlewick, these start at, everything is an offer up, and these start at, we'll see if we have any Candlewick folk here tonight. These start at $25. You get both of them. Lovely. The nice thing is, even if you're not a Candlewick collector, they have a really nice kind of a deco look, I think. And Candlewick was made for a long time, many, many decades. It was very popular. And these will be so pretty coming up in springtime for your springtime flowers. And it won't be long that those daffodils are going to start sticking their heads through the snow. The vases stand 8 inches tall, and there are no chips or cracks on these. I love the little bubbles on the side. There we go. Very pretty glass. And
Hello?
we have an opening bid. Elaine Marie has a bid of 20. Oh, before I forget, I need to tell you something about shipping, and I will. So from last week's auction. David, don't let me forget to do that, kind sir. David? I think we might have lost him, so we'll wait for a minute. But he can hear me, so even though we can't hear him, he'll still put the start and the stop in, and then he'll work on the audio, I'm sure. So while my moderator is fiddling around with the infrastructure, we'll continue. This is Chris Branham now has a high bid of 30, and I'll count these down, sort of hoping David is there. Anyway, folks, it'll be just fine. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Now, David will put the stop in. He's watching from Texas, and he will account for the lag. And you're going to get both of these. They're beautiful. There he is. Great. He's there, and he put the stop in. All right. We just need to get his voice back. And since I can't hear him at the moment, no problem. I'll wait for David to tell me who the winner is. So if everyone will just hold on, don't say congratulations to anybody yet. Even though I can't hear Dave, he'll tell me who the winner is, and then he'll get the audio fixed out. But hold on, everybody. So we'll let our moderator do that.
Do you hear me?
I can hear you slightly.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
No.
Slightly is not going to work. Okay.
That's a little bit better.
I just
Chris,
have to enunciate and project, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, wait for Dave, everybody. Let him announce it.
I have... Now I know what you want. Sorry. Came in on the back end.
The Candlewick? Okay.
Anne Heinrichs is your winner at 34.
Okay.
Sorry, everyone.
It's hey, Eugenia. Chris, there's always, your name looks new to me. I don't know if you've been here before, but there is always a lag. And so what you see, it might be different from what David is seeing in Texas. I don't know. Chris was thinking that he had come in, but it's, just hit refresh. David, can we do a sound check?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I can hear you.
Sibilus 1, 2, 3. Sibilus.
I can hear you. Excellent. Okay, and thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Chris, sorry about that. You was just under the wire, but it has to do with lags and that kind of thing. But let's keep it rolling now. Much better. Okay, very good. Now, you know how much I love these, and here we have one for $20, David. This is another one of those 1930s, 40s. Now this one, I love it. Before you place your bid, though, I want you to see that it cracked across the back and somebody glued it back together. They did a really good job. And if we open this up, I just want you to see that right here, this cracked across here and was re-glued. And you can see some of the glue on the inside, but they did a really good job on it. And I don't think it detracts from the box at all. It's so 1930s and 40s. There's nothing on the inside of it. You can see where it had a tray that sat in there, and that tray is gone.
May I interject?
Pardon?
May I interject?
Absolutely.
We all love Scott, and we know that he is, in my opinion, my humble opinion, the premier antique dealer for live sales. He is an antique dealer first. And you're making, I'm not making light of you saying that it was repaired, because with antiques and very nice things that are collectible, repairs happen. And that's just part of the life of the antique. And when a repair is done very well, to me, that just adds to character and was possibly the appeal of why you picked it up. I know I would have done the same thing.
Oh, yeah, that crack, that doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
Me. You don't see it because this sits on a dresser like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it just split across the back. You're talking about a box that's probably made between 1935 to 45. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Janet. I will mention the shipping. Thank you for reminding me. But look how deco the handles are. And the little feet here that roll over. Yeah. And then this design on the front. There's just so much. The top, it has a domed top. And so I just think it's very attractive. And so that split didn't mean anything to me. But
Well,
you have to know
the opening bid of 20 from Christina Campbell.
Okay. I used to have a neighbor in my old building in Philly that collected these, and he displayed them beautifully. I think he had about 20 of them. And he would stack them, and just kind of neat. It has too much going for it to let a little repair put you off. Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm in total agreement. The handles are wonderful if you like deco. And then the lock escutcheon on the front. I love this scalloped detail here. Let's see the bottom of it. And then the top, the wood is just beautiful. And sometimes there'd be paper, there'd be a print on the top.
Mm-hmm.
I love that this is just wood. So we'll count this down: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And then I'm going to tell you what I wanted to tell you about shipping. Wood box. So we'll have David come in and tell us who our winner is.
Doing a quick refresh.
Okay.
No, no, no. Don't do that to me. Live chat and the winner is the Grammys were on. Did you catch the Grammys?
Mm-mm. Didn't.
I have Ellen Teen before the stop at $30. Ellen Teen or Keeney. Tammy's related to a Keeney family. They pronounce Keene, Keeney, with one of her families in Texas on her grandmother's side.
Ellen, thank you so much. Thank you everyone who placed bids. And Ellen, I don't know you, so round of applause. I think we have a new round of applause and reverse. I think we have a new winner here in the OCS. I think you're new. If I forgot, pardon me, but if you're new, don't forget to send your information to, well, I think my moderator will put it in the chat. That's the email address. And what I'll need from you, Ellen, is in that email, your full name, your mailing address, your PayPal email address, if you have PayPal. And if you don't, let me know, because then I can send you an invoice and you can check out as a special guest. But I have to know if you have PayPal or not. And I have to have the email address that you used when you signed up for PayPal, which might not be the same email address that you use when you write to me, right? So I need all of that so we can get that invoice to you. And Ellen, thank you and welcome if you're new. It's good to have you. Okay, let's hit before I'll tell you what, let's keep the ball rolling. Let me tell you about shipping. There's not a problem from last week's show, but I'll do that. Good. Okay, Ellen, great. I'll tell you about the shipping during the intermission. It's not a big deal. It's just something that I want you to let you know if you're still waiting for a package. So if you'll just hold on, we'll do that at 9 o'clock during the intermission. And right now we'll keep it going. That sound okay? Okay. Look at this. We'll start at $20 and $20 for one pink cordial. That man must be crazy. How about 2? How about 6 with no flea bites? Are you kidding? 6 of them. Now, if you don't believe me, I know you do. There's 4 of them, and the other 2 are sitting right there, but I'm not going to pick them up because I don't want to break them. They are pink. Now remember, the lights that are shining on me make this look maybe a different color. The lights on your TV screen might make it look different. You got to trust me. I know pink depression glass, and it's pink. They're little cordials. They stand just under 5 inches. Well, they stand 4.5 inches tall. They're etched. See that? And they have an optic panel. And when you put your hand right here and you do the twisty, 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 no rough spots. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Very nice. That's the etch. You can see it. Typical 1930s etch. It would be difficult to tell you who made these because everybody made some kind of a pink cordial like this. And that's a pretty typical etch for the 1930s and 40s. But they're fire polished glass. And this would be one of the nice glass companies, American glass companies of the Depression era. So 6 little cordials if you're putting together a pink and green set or a pink set. It was wonderful to find. A lot of times I'll find 1 or 2. A set of 6 of them, my goodness, with no flea bites. There we go. And I don't like chips where you put your lips. Even though you can file them out, sometimes you can still tell that they've been chipped if it's a big chip. These are wonderful. So we do have an opening bid of $20 for the 6 of these. Remember, you're getting all 6 of them. And if there are no questions, I'm going to count these down. Here we go. 10, 9,
25,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I don't know what you mean by mean with a question mark, Susan. You might be talking to somebody in the chat, but I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
Okay, your winning bid is 26, and KP is your winner.
Let me see here. Okay. I know that you're putting 26.
Yes.
Thank you, KP. Thank you, everyone who placed bids. I appreciate that. I know you're building sort of a pink and green collection, and I'm sure it's going to look really lovely on your springtime table. Okay, let me keep it. That was 3. Tell you what we'll do. Let's bring David in here because what I told him, oopsie poopsie, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, there we go. Thank you. David, I'm going to make you large, and I'm going to sell 3 items. David's going to sell 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. I just happened to put my eyeballs at the screen. It is such a blessing to see Lori and Robert, and to know that Robert is in the chat. Robert, you do not know how delighted we are. We're just like so thrilled to have you, and blessings and continued healing to you. Okay, that's great.
Awesome, good news.
It is. And if you
And
don't
I'll
know
share a
what
little
I'm talking
update
about,
on my mother.
yes, David, I forgot, and I prayed for your.
That's good.
No, I said. Go ahead. Let you take the screen. You go ahead.
She last week she broke her left shoulder in a fall. She tripped and fell, but the ortho specialist, the shoulder specialist, determined she does not need surgery. It will heal just fine.
Oh, great.
So, you know, a little more calcium, a little more vitamin D, and she'll be all healed up. So no surgery for her. So that's great.
Okay, great news. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
And glad you're feeling much better, Robert. We were really pulling for you and praying for you.
We were. Hey, Dave, before you sell your item, are you going to do your own start and stop, or do you want me to do it?
I have it ready to go. So it's starting at 13. Just punched it in.
Go for it.
And we'll stay with Pink Depression. It's one little pink plate. Beautiful profile, nice shallow profile. No etching on it. It does have a couple of straw marks, but gorgeous pink. See the pink against the green, maybe. Measures 10 inches across without the handle. So you're looking at 12 inches with the handles. And that's a nice one to start a collection. if you would like. I do believe this one to be Fostoria. That is correct. Very nice, very simple. Some of your, you have the extravagant glass, and then you have some of these very nice simple patterns where simple will do nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my mom. Yeah, everyone's asking. Yeah, my mother. Okay. I will count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Thank you, everyone. She's getting better. I think she's in great spirits. She's laughing, having a good time. Nothing slows her down. She's doing good. Okay, Valerie, I see you at 13, so I will mark you down, Valerie. Thank you very much.
Okay. Now, I had one of these last summer and sold it. But when I was on a shopping trip, I was thrilled to go to an antique store and find 3 more. Now, I'm going to sell all 3 throughout the night. This is $20, and it is a buy it now. And in just a minute, not yet, but in just a minute, I'm going to ask a question. And the first person who answers it in the chat, I'm watching, you win this $20. What is it? It's a little tin tray. And if we look at it, it's telling us how old it is. What do you see? I see a 1920s water set or lemonade set. Yeah. And look at the stylized flowers around the outside. The colors, the way that flowers are stylized, it's screaming 1915 to 1930, something like that. Probably right around in the 20s somewhere. And there's the back of it. And I'll give you the measurement. And it measures 11 by 9. 11 by 9. And then there's also a fruit bowl. And it's just, these are just really, I love this. Little tin tray. And it's, you know, now we're talking about something that if this is from about 1925, this is 100 years. Can you believe? When I started in the antiques world 45 years ago, yep, 45 years ago when I was 17. Is that right? Yeah, I guess so. That math might not have been right. Or when I was 12. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is about 100 years old. What am I thinking of? Get ready. $20 if you can name the cereal that I'm thinking of. Go! Breakfast cereal. And I'll just see. I'll call out. Fire away. Keep firing away.
Grape nuts, frosted flakes. I'm reading them out to you. Cheerios, oatmeal, Raisin Bran, corn flakes.
Oh, Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops. It's Fruit Loop.
Fruit Loops.
Catlaw.
Catlaw's your winner.
Catlaw, that's yours, right? $20, you got it. And you can see, by the way, the other 2 that I have are in the same wonderful condition. And since I have 3, I'm giving everybody a chance to get one. Yeah. And then maybe you can hang it on the wall or decorate your kitchen with it. So there's one that goes to Cat Law. And I've got your information, Kat, so we're good there. So thank you so much. That was fun. We'll do 2 more in a little bit. Okay. So next we're going to go now to a set of 4. These are so beautiful. Here are 2, and here are the other 2. So I'll put these down, but I'll let you know that there are 4 of them with no chips or cracks. These are probably not, they are pressed glass, but standing 5.5 inches tall. Usually a bowl that looks like that is for water. But you put anything in it you want. If you want to drink wine out of it, go for it. More than likely not antique. Libby did stuff like this in the 80s. Now, they're not marked. You couldn't really mark that since you have all that fancy pantsy on the bottom. But I get the feel that these are not 1890s, but probably made within sometime from 1980, 80, 90, 2000, I think. But I could be wrong on that. I just have a feel that they're not antique. So I want to put that out there and tell you that they stand 5.5 inches tall, and they're very pretty. They're in excellent condition. And again, typically a bowl, this is called the bowl. Yeah, the stem and the foot. And this particular shape of a bowl is often for ice water, iced tea.
So lovely. So what, you didn't give me a start.
I am so sorry. $20 is
Got it.
20. Pardon?
I got it. Okay.
Okay. I apologize for that. $20, and it's the 4 of them. Crystal clear in just beautiful condition. I couldn't say no when I saw them. I had to buy them, and obviously I did. So we'll see if we have any interest in the pressed glass water goblets. This may be an old mold. This may be one that was recreated by a company such as Libby. Who knows? But they're really pretty. $20 for the 4. And we'll give it another second, and we'll see if we have a bid.
While we're waiting to see if there's a bid, Tammy and I served our guests with antique and vintage glass. And I would offer wine and glass, and they would be like, "Do you want me to drink out of this?" They thought it was way, way over the top. I go, absolutely. We use all of this glass. We use every bit of it.
Yep, I do too. Good. Lynn has our opening bid of 20. I'm going to count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Now, don't you fall off. Okay. Get my pen ready, and we're going to let you look at this thing. While we're waiting for, I believe it is Lynn at 20.
That is Linda Thample, correct.
It's Lynn at 20. Thank you, Lynn. This starts at $22. And this was made in Germany. And we're going to start at 22. And let me get his head off, the pup. He is, let's turn him upside down. He is, let me get my eyeballs in sync. Made in the U.S. zone in Germany. Boy, that dates it, doesn't it? There we have the marks on the bottom, and you may be able to see I think it's ER Fila, probably. My eyeglasses, but is it ER Fila? I think it is. ERP Fila, yeah. So it's made just at the end of World War II in the occupied, in the United States zone in Deutschland. Okay. Chips, cracks, none. Crazing, none. Condition, phenomenal. He is a teapot, and you'll see the strainer on the inside, and the beagle, or whatever he is, I'll get corrected. It has the spot, I don't know what you call that thing, but it keeps his head from falling into your teacup when you do this. See, it won't fall off. You think it's going to. Oh, that makes me so nervous. But that's why that doohickey. Huh? Oh, I guess I'm hearing that echo. That's why that little doohickey is there to keep it from falling off. And look, it's clean. Good folk, you can use this. And I love how we can turn his head any way we want. Now, I have to tell you, there's the black cat. If I had the black cat, I wouldn't sell it. But it's time for this pup to move on to someone else's home. And I hope you'll use him and pour some hot tea out. Not too hot, not boiling. Don't pour boiling tea in it. It is cute. And
25.
I don't know if I'm sorry.
Your high bid is at 25.
All right. No crazing, no chips, no cracks. He's wonderful. And he stands
32.
About 8 inches tall, 8.5 inches tall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Beautiful glaze on him. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Okay. Now you sit down there and don't make a mess on the floor. Well, I'll put you over here. That was 3 items.
Where the stop is Jenny Mac at 41.
Let me go find. Okay. Jenny Mac. Jenny, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone who placed bids on him or her. I didn't look closely enough to figure that out. Let's bring in my moderator, Mr. David. He is now going to sell something. And before he does, I want to remind myself to thank David and give him a round of applause for his, I was going to say immaculate moderation, but let's change that to exceptional moderation. But I'm sure you're immaculate as well.
Why, thank you. I have the start of 28. And if you've noticed, every now and then I'm taking a little sip out of this tall, wonderful glass. It's got the La Femme figurines.
Oh, yes.
This is the one I like. Ice water, but I am selling 2. I have a pair of these. These measure, they're 9.5 inches tall. And there's 2 different, not 2 different, but these are blown. So the bottom sometimes, if you've noticed with blown glass, the bottom kind of, one side may be thick, one side may be smaller, but it's wonderful glass. They're fun, a little fun item to have around the house. This is the La Femme. There's a little water in it. Got a little rinse out of that one.
I love them.
Nice blown. I have the male version. Tammy wouldn't let me sell him. She's going to keep that one so she can think of me, I guess. But 2, you get a pair. Helen says for her man cave. Wonderful fun glass. These date back, I believe, to the early 50s. Just a fun pattern. Nice conversation piece as well. There is a male version, yes. And I don't know if there's a bid. I will count it down anyway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right.
Well, we'll give you an absolute chance to bring those back at the end. Why not? Unless somebody jumps in there for you. And I'll give you a chance to. Let's go ahead and get rid of these bad boys. Let's do the final 2 since we've already chit-chatted about them and it's still fresh in your mind. $20. Ready, cats and kittens? To the first person that can name the ice cream flavor that I'm thinking of. Go. Type it in.
I'll call out the answers.
If you want this, same condition as the other one.
Butter pecan, vanilla, strawberry, tutti frutti, butter rum, rocky road, rum raisin, tutti frutti,
Keep them coming.
chunky monkey, banana, chocolate mint, mint chocolate chip, pistachio,
Ooh.
chocolate, green tea, coffee.
No, 513
Neapolitan.
coffee,
Very vanilla, pistachio,
coffee.
coffee.
It's coffee. Mo
513.
Yes, Mo, you got it. MOE 513. It was coffee. All right. This is kind of fun. I like doing it this way. Now, I got a third one. Okay, this is your last chance. And you know, I was going to put in rum raisin because that acts. I like rum raisin and coffee and vanilla. What is your favorite ice cream, David?
I like a mix. So, but typically coffee with a vanilla.
All right.
That's my favorite. Coffee and vanilla.
Let's sell the last one. Remember, these are about 100 years old. They date between 1920 to 1930. And here's the last one. All right. Remember, they're all in the same really good condition. Now, $20 for the first person who can name the fast food restaurant that I'm thinking about. Fast food restaurant. What?
Wawa.
No.
Wendy's. Dunkin'.
No.
Carl's Jr. Taco Bell.
Eugenia, Taco Bell, Taco Bell, Taco Bell, Taco Bell.
Eugenia Boutron. You get that one.
Taco Bell. Yay. Okay, Eugenia, thank you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, excellent. That was fantastic. That was fun. I like doing that way. That's kind of fun. Do you like it? Something different.
I like it.
I like it. I like it. Now, Tam Tam is going to want that. Now, yep, it's old. It's not a reproduction. This didn't come from Restoration Hardware. That's the real thing. Yes, before I tell you, well, I'll go ahead and tell you. If I can find $20. $20. Yes, it will completely fold up and disappear. I'm not going to, I will fold it up when I go to ship it. But the reason why I have it unfolded, and I'll tell you what I do with it, is this little gadget right here. If you pop that out, that will allow you to stand it up on a shelf like that. I've got one, and I have old pictures around it. My grandfather and I think my great-grandfather. And so in little frames, because this dates to, you know, that 30s era, 30s, 40s. And I just love it. There are no breaks in the little accordion puffy part. I don't know what you call that. The accordion puffy part. So this will all fold up in there. You know that.
Becky has your opening bid.
And in fact, I'll let you hear it click. When you hold the camera like this, you hold it like this, you look down into the viewfinder right there, or whatever you call that. So you can actually, you know, hold the camera and you look down. Listen. Watch the aperture. It clicks and it does take a picture if you have film. So there it is. I love it. I especially love it and for those who want to know the model, it is PD 16 Plenax, Plenax. That's all I can tell you. And then a whole bunch of other information on the bottom. And this came from up D's way. Well, not quite as far. This is Binghamton. So I take that back. Binghamton is not near D. It's New York State, but D is way farther up than Binghamton. So there it is. And it is a fun way to display it. A really
Lynn
fun.
has your high bid of 25.
Okay. So yeah, if you've got old pictures and you have a bookshelf, it's a really neat way, even to put it on a coffee table and then just sprinkle out a bunch of old coffee table snapshots. In fact, the picture that I used for the thumbnail tonight is that right there. That's my mother's parents, my maternal grandparents. And it's just kind of neat to have old pictures out on a table. And I do that and I change it up. Company comes over, they pick up the old pictures and they go, oh, this is kind of neat. You know, and you can change it around. Yeah, the bellow is in good shape and it will fold shut. But I would imagine that whoever wants this is for display. I don't know that you can get. Do you live in Binghamton, Karen? I haven't been in Binghamton in a couple of years. So we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Now, I will close it up when I ship it. So you'll have to figure out how to open it. And figuring out how to open it can be a little tricky. You'll have to just figure out which button to push and you'll get it open.
I have Melody Southern Buckeye at 37 before the stop. Melody Southern Buckeye at 37 before the stop.
All right, Melody. Thank you, Melody. I appreciate that. I'll sell one more and then we'll bring David on and have him sell. Are you ready, Hezzy, as the Hoosier Hot Shots would say? Never mind, that's an obscure reference. What have I got? Oh my word, you've got to be kidding. How? $30, David. Get ready for next. Christmas time. There's the base. Look, no markings. Whoever made it in their basement ceramic class didn't sign it. And I don't have a light bulb right now to stick in it, but I am going to show you what it looks like when it's lit up. Wow. Hey, if you don't want the same old green one that you always find, look at that one. Oh, Binghamton, yeah. And guess what, chicken butt? None of these are missing, not one. And it's because they're all glued in. All right, now if you don't like them, you can twist them and get them out of there. But they're all in there and not a single one is missing. They're all there. And get this, there are no chips or cracks on it. We don't have any bids. What are you waiting for? This wasn't made in China. That's the real thing. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm going to light it up for you in a minute. The tree is 11 inches tall. And of course, when you stick it on the base, you can add about another 3 or 4 inches to it.
Justine's at 30.
There we go. There we go. And then around the bottom, the diameter is about 9. So it's not, it's a medium size. And it's got a pearlescence to it. And I don't know, but whether you can see there's gold highlights. Now, these are plastic, as you know, and I think everybody knows these. We all made them. And then, of course, so it's a little, it's not the typical one that is seen most of the time.
Bonita Taylor at 35. Hi, Bonita.
Let's see what it looked like. I'm going to do my best and try not to electrocute myself. Here we go. Oh, that's charming. Now, of course, let me tell you what is so exciting. You've already figured it out. Change the color of the light bulb. What will happen to the tree?
The light will change.
These are all clear plastic. So you get a red light bulb, you're going to have red and so forth. Now that doesn't happen on the other trees when these little plastic doodads are already multicolor. So this gives you the opportunity, you decorators out there, and you like to change things up. People like to decorate differently each year. My word, it could be green, it could be pink. Stick a pink light bulb in it, and these little things will glow pinkish. I used to live next door to the Pinkish family a couple years. When I was a kid, we used to live next to the Pinkish family.
Your high bid is at 35.
Now, I'll put this back together again. Looks good. Cord looks great. An unusual finish.
Ellen is at
one
40.
you're probably not going to find every day. And we're going to go ahead, rather than me put it in the attic all year.
Bonita's at 45.
We'll just go ahead and let it fly. There's nothing on the top, so you can't put a star on it unless you get a drill bit and very carefully drill that and then put something in it. But that is possible to do if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, I wouldn't suggest that. Yes, you could change colors and you could decorate with it all year long. You sure could if you wanted to. You won't be disappointed with this one when you get it. It's so pretty. Let's count it down 10. The high bid right now is 45. I was thinking about boxing. No worries. You know I'll box it right. I've shipped these before. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. That is a pretty one. And I love the gold touches on it. And there's a shimmery to the pearlescence on it. The pearlescent color on it. Ouch. Okay, we're fine. Oh my word, let me sit back up. I'm going to bring David in, and then we'll let him tell us, because he's going to sell something. And then I think it's almost going to be, oh my word, it is intermission. So I'm going to say something before you sell, David, if that's okay with you. I'll tell you about shipping.
Tell everyone about shipping.
And the
Jenny
tree.
Mac is your winner at 101 before the stop.
Jenny, got it. Jenny, thank you. Thank you, everyone who bid. Jenny, you're going to love that tree. I appreciate that, you and everyone who placed bids. Now, before David sells, let me tell you, I had a sale Friday night with Vinny, and then Monday night. I sent my invoices out Tuesday morning, and I spent all day Tuesday packing. I packed everything except 2 items. Forget that for a minute. And I shipped everything the next morning, Wednesday. Some of you still haven't gotten your boxes. I went on to PayPal. Just bear with me for a minute. Not PayPal, Pirate Ship. And I can see that a lot of them are still in transit. I was kind of surprised by that, but anybody who's doing this will tell you when you use Pirate Ship, apparently the USPS has lowered prices. I think they upped them before Christmas because UPS was always, and the Revive It sisters are here, and they can tell you, come on in, Revive It, and D, anybody who ships. UPS was always coming in cheaper than USPS until, bam, as soon as Christmas was over, USPS prices were cheaper. So I shipped Ground Advantage. Ground Advantage is not fast. So Ground Advantage is taking a little bit longer. See, all right, D, thank you. I really do need the support from my fellow, because I want everybody to understand that I did ship on Wednesday. I was so proud of myself. I got everything packed up Tuesday. I got everything in the mail Wednesday except 3 items. And I said, yay, everybody will get their stuff by Saturday. And when I went and checked Pirate Ship today, everything is like still in transit. Now, we've had bone-chilling cold. We've had a lot of snow. So I just want you to know, if you're still waiting on a package, I don't want you to think that, I waited all week to pack everything. I really did ship it Wednesday morning. It's on its way. The only thing I didn't ship was the Chrissy doll. I didn't ship that Wednesday because I needed to get a box for that. And also the wrapping paper that you guys bought. I needed to buy tubes to roll that up, and I didn't have any. So those are a little delayed. But everything else got in the mail Wednesday. It doesn't get to you in 2 days. Ground Advantage is taking longer, but it's cheaper now than UPS. So I wanted to throw that out just to let everybody know. Thank you for letting me ramble. Thank you for listening. And if you
I found that fascinating.
You did find it fascinating. Well, David, if you'd like, I can give you a personal phone call and continue chatting about that, for another 20 minutes if you'd like when we finish.
That would be wonderful.
I thought that's what you would say. You have the floor, young man.
Okay. This is starting at $10, and it may have been a part of a photo lab or, again, remnants of a science cell that never happened, but it's a glass funnel. Has a nice little handle to it, ring handle. Measures about 9 inches tall from the top of the funnel to the bottom. And close to, maybe 6 inches wide here. So 9 by 6, all glass. Nice if you just want something different. I guess you could use this in the kitchen if you wanted to. If you're really fancy, if you're changing your oil with your car, don't drop it. a glass funnel.
That thing is cool.
Nice little design. I've never seen one before.
I haven't either.
I wish I knew someone that used to work in a photo lab, because maybe they use that to mix.
Put it on your head. I want to see if you look like the Tin Man. Wear it like the Tin Man. Put it on your head. Yeah. I love it.
Wonderful. Jenny Mack says it looks like fry glass. It's clear.
Okay, so it's not, it doesn't have the, it's completely clear?
Yes.
It doesn't have the shimmering opalette. Okay, I see, yeah.
Yeah. I guess depending on how the light hits, it looks like it would be. But
Yeah,
Becky's at 10. But very different. I like picking up unusual stuff like this. And, you know, I was in science mode, so that's the first thing I would spend a few minutes looking at wherever we were thrifting and then go about my business of looking for other things. Okay, I will count this down. Looks like I have a bid at 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Becky, Leslie, that's going to be yours at 12. Thank you, everyone who bid. I appreciate it. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Now, that starts at, you okay?
Yeah.
That starts at $22. It's about 8 inches tall. It's from the 1880s, 1890s, and it's a beautiful old EAPG handled pitcher. And it's got hob stars, and it's got zippers and arched panels and whatnot. And it glows beautifully, more on the yellow side than the green side. I'll show you just a little bit. You're not going to see much because I've got all the lights on, and I'm not going to waste your time turning all these lights off. You'll just have to see. Look at that greenish yellow color. Do you see it? Just trying to get, look at that. If you are a glow person, and I'm not, but people love to display it and glow it, and you'll get some glow out of this one. I was surprised at how, and more on the yellowy side, more on the sort of Vaseline, although it might look Vaseline. There we go. They had a nice Italian restaurant here a few years ago. The Vaselinis, they also live next door to the Pinkhams. But you can see you'll get some color out of it if you want to put your light on it. I know, I was surprised. And I took it into the bathroom, which is the darkest room in my house, because it does have a huge window, but I can close it. And it lit up like New Year's Eve at Walmart. So anyway, no chips, no cracks. I don't know, US Glass, Millersburg. I don't know who made it, but it's wonderful. It's heavy. It's not chipped or cracked. It has a very pretty design on it.
That's beautiful.
And we're looking for an opening bid of $22 for this wonderful antique arched panel, zipper, hobnail, applied handle. No, that was done in a mold. Okay, all molded, pressed. Lumpy doopy dum. 22. We don't have any bites on it. Not yet. We'll give it another 10 seconds. Karen K
Not
has
yet.
jumped
There
in.
we go.
Oh, okay. How many ounces? I don't know. What's 3 times 8? 32? No, 24. Maybe.
24.
Oh, I would say at least 24 ounces, probably more than that, because it's about it's about 8 inches tall. And look at that green. Look at it, 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 look at it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. While we're waiting, stay tuned towards the end of the show. You know why? Because I'm going to show you live a whole bunch of stuff that's in my eBay store right now. That's right.
Right now?
Right now. I'm not going to sell it tonight because it's in eBay, but I want to hold it up and show it to you because I know we have folks that like the eBay store better than the live sales, and I want you to see it. Yeah, Lori, I know. I did not like
Jenny
Mac.
Mac is your winner at 34.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Jenny Mac at 34.
Yes.
Running my lips again. Thank you, Jenny. So stay tuned for that little special look what's in the eBay store. I'm going to show you. And then you can go there and do some shopping if you want. Now, I'll tell you what. Let's have Halloweeny weenie. We did Christmas. Kind sir, David, would you start us off at $19? Now, get ready. Helen, ready? Are you ready, Helen? This is going to be fun. He starts at what did I tell you? 19?
19.
Condition?
Correct.
Condition, excellent. Turn him around, all the way around. Keep turning
You
him
have your opening bed.
round and round and round. Let's look at his underside. Nothing. Let's look at his top. Oh, there's a hole. That means you could stick a candle in it because the heat will come out of the top. Now, guess what, kids? I've got the box. Isn't that screaming 1980s? And also, guess what? It's filled with paper that somebody wrapped it in. The box doesn't have a date on it, but the newspaper that it was wrapped in is dated 1982. 1982. How about that? So unless somebody had some old newspaper sitting around, I don't have any doubts that that's from at least 1982, and it looks very 80s, doesn't it? 1982. And the box tells us that you can use it as a cookie jar, and you can put a candle in it. In fact, when it was sold, it came with a votive candle. Now, the votive candle isn't included now because somebody burned it up. But then they say you can also use it as a candy dish. I don't know how those candy corns would stay in it. But 1982 is what's on the paper. And I just had to laugh at this. I had to pull out this one. I'm just going to show you this one. Who remembers these coats from the 80s? Look at this. I'm having more fun with the newspaper. Look, remember those little coats? And these little vests that we all wore in the 80s? So you get a little extra treat. You get to walk down this memory lane. And this is just, one piece. So we'll stick the newspaper back in. It looks like Punky Brewster, that little coat, that little sort of.
Punky Brewster.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That little coat, that little girl in that ad looked like Punky Brewster. So there it is. It's the Jack-o'-lantern from 1982. Maybe they got it in 1981. And then when well, there goes the box. Anyway, you get the idea. The box is now back there on the floor, but you've already seen it.
Well, you have your opening bid.
All right. The pumpkin with the box, the original box, and 1982. If it's from 82, that makes it how old? 82, 92, 2002, 2022. That's more than 40 years old. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it.
There is a stop. And Jenny Mack is your winner at 25.
Now, pumpkin, don't you give me any problems over there. Jenny Mack gets the pumpkin. Jenny, thank you. It's coming to you. 25. So, Jenny, you got Christmas and Halloween tonight. David, is it your turn, or should I sell one more thing and then go to you?
I have 3 more items. So how many do you have?
We'll let David sell. I have plenty more, but David, you take the floor. Go for it.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Thank you, everyone. We've got more to come, much more to come.
These items are starting at 24 for the set. And they are 4 glass bake jars that used to contain honey whip.
Oh.
So I have the yellow, and I'll show the conditions of the lids as well. But the yellow here, the green, red, and blue.
Oh, I love them.
All with the lids. Now the lids are in various condition. On the blue, you have most of the print. Honey Whip is not on there. These are manufactured by Glass Bake. The red, most of the print is there. The green is the one with the most issues because there's a hole in it, but it has the Honey Whip on there. The old little Honey Whip logo. And then the yellow has a little tear in the lid. But most of the time, you don't find the lids.
Yeah. I can imagine not.
The lids get tossed. So we have the beautiful, vibrant yellow. Looks like a mustard yellow. Then the blue. Yeah, these were honey whip jars. So all 4 for an opening bid of 24.
They're asking you, what is Honey Whip?
I think it was a spread. Just a sweet spread to put on toast or bagels.
Good night,
I'm
Carmen.
not sure. Here's the logo. Where's the green one? Creamy, delicious on toast, on toasted bread.
Ooh.
So it's an old pasteurized honey spread, hot cakes, waffles, and biscuits. That's what it shows on the advertisement. Look how I'm reading the label. My glasses are ordered. My brand new glasses should be in a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. They're blue, Scott. Blue frames.
Really? That'll be stylish.
Yep. Okay, I'll count these down. You get the 4 for 24. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, someone's asking about the size. Well, it fits in my palm. I don't know if that shows you anything. How many ounces? Maybe it has the ounces on here. It does not. How about cup size for each one? Probably would hold a cup, maybe a cup and a half of sugar in each one. But cute little jars, nice little set if you're starting to collect color glass. Make your kitchen vibrant. What does the rim look like without the lid? Okay. Great question. And these were taken care of. These were not, these look like they were hand washed. They're not chipped or anything. Maybe some very, very slight paint loss on the little handles. I'm not sure. I'm sure these came in boxes in bulk. So they would just bump each other during transport.
They would also look wonderful with a Pyrex primary set of mixing bowls.
And here's the yellow one.
Oh, that'd be cute. Put little flowers in them on a windowsill.
Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And you got it.
Okay, Valerie, those are yours. Thank you so much. Thanks for putting up with that juggling act. Watching that Donnybrook.
I don't want to forget to, I did see Jeffrey pop in for a minute. And so I know he also moderates, and I appreciate any thing that he may
Jeffrey.
Be doing that I didn't see. So thank you. And now I will let David get himself together there, and I'll enlarge myself.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
And this will start at $20, and I think it is self-explanatory, unless you can't read it. It happens to say the coronation of King George VI, which took place on May the 12th, 1937. God save the king. And I imagine that they probably pumped out about 20,000 of these. I don't know. But how many of them made it to America? I don't know, but there you have it. And I don't know that I wouldn't imagine that anybody ever bothered to why would anybody reproduce these? Look at it. Is it called an Anglophile? There it is. King George. The 6th, May 12, 1937, a commemorative
in at 20
from the coronation. Note, it's not chipped or cracked, it's pressed glass. And if it has a tint to it, it's clear pressed glass. And it measures 9 inches in diameter. And very soon on the radio, what would they hear? I am speaking to you from the cabinet room of 10 Downing Street. Last night, the British ambassador handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 12 o'clock, or maybe it was 11 o'clock, that they were prepared to withdraw their troops from Poland, a state of war would exist between us. Poor old Mr. Chamberlain. Anyway, this is a few years before that. I don't know if it glows or not. It don't.
It's a bit of 60.
No glow. I don't see any glow in that. So no glow on that. Pardon? No glow on the King George plate. I have to tell you now that a state of war exists between the United Kingdom and the German government. Shall we count it down? Yeah, no, I don't get any glow. Let me get it down here. No glow on that. Boy, I'm going to show you some things that glow in a minute. They're in my eBay store. They're here on the floor, and I'm going to show them to you, so don't you go anywhere. We still have 346 people, and I want you to hang in there if you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Oh, I got a decanter. I have a decanter coming up. Not an Eddie canter, a decanter.
A Florida Golden Girls, your winner at 60.
Is it Florida Golden?
Florida Golden Girl.
Florida Golden Girl. Girl. Florida, thank you. And thank you everyone who placed bids on that. I appreciate you all. In fact, let me go ahead and say that January was the 7th anniversary of the OCS YouTube channel. Now, that first year was kind of hit or miss, but I started it then. Yeah, January 7 years ago. And some of you have been with me from the get-go. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know where those 7 years went, but let's have another 7 years, shall we? Why not?
Here's to 7 more.
Here's to
many more after that.
No, I'm just kidding. Here's to 7 more. Now, this is a nice decanter. Heavy, antique, beautiful. No chips, no cracks. If you see anything, it's water that I haven't gotten out of there yet. And I know you can stick a paper towel down in there and you can get it out. But no, I think most of it's out. This is so cool. I love.
What do you want to start it at?
Oh, I am terribly, terribly sorry. This starts at $25. This is a good one. This must weigh 4 pounds. And I want you to look at the stopper. It's a nice one. So we'll turn it this way and let you see the bottom of it. It has a polished pontil. So this was blown in a mold.
Your opening bid now carries at 30.
And then it was taken. You can see here where we have the pontil, which is polished. So we know that it was blown, either freehand blown or blown in a mold. And then it was taken to a wheel. And I love these little thumbprints around the outside and these little sort of party hats that they're wearing. Isn't that cool? And this is etched here, or a cut. This is very sharp. This is a nice one. Oh golly, I couldn't tell you if it's, you know that expression, age has a way of sitting on a piece, and the age sits beautifully on this. You know those old movies where everybody's all dressed up in some old Edwardian mansion and they come in and they have a, whatever they have, I don't know. I'm not a big drinker, so I don't know all the names.
Brandy.
What do you put in this? Brandy, scotch? I don't know what you put in it.
Schnapps.
You won't be disappointed with this one. I'm telling you. It stands 10 inches tall. It's not chipped or cracked, and it doesn't have any. Oh no, you get a little tiny, just a little hint, but not much. So we won't make a big deal out of that. It's a nice one. I'll tell you what. You put the good scotch in this liquor, whatever it is, whatever you put in there, you put the good stuff in this. All right, not the cheap stuff, not the carton of Blue Nun. That's wine, isn't it? Well, I don't know why I never had that.
Yeah, not the Blue Nun.
Isn't that what that is? Isn't that a wine, Blue Nun? It's probably very good. I don't know. I've never had it. I even like that sound. 10, 9. It's heavy. It's heavy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Chris, I'm glad you're here. I thought that you might have been disappointed about the earlier piece, but I'm glad you're still here. It's thick. I bet that might even be 5 pounds. I'm telling you, that is a heavy, heavy guy, and a nice one.
Okay, Jenny Mac's your winner at 75.
Jenny Mac, you're going to get 4 big boxes. Jenny, thank you. Let me find you on here. Eddie Cantor. No. Decanter. Okay, there we go. We got it. Thank you very much. Let me just have a little. This is flat. I think it's maybe Pepsi. I'm sorry if I swallowed loudly, but I needed that. Pink. David, you say it. Pink.
You stink.
Pink. I like pink. Pink, you stink is just, I don't know. One day 6 years ago, I was in a thrift store and I picked something up, and for the very first time I said, Pink, you stink. And it took off. I don't know. But it's hard to get the genie back in the bottle. It's just a joke. Now that is lovely. I've had it before. And I've had it in green. Let's see. It's 10 inches across. I still haven't found my ruler, so I have to use this dumb yardstick. 10 inches across. And it stands on 3 little boop, boop, boop. And it is pink. And it has no chips or cracks in it. And it's delightful. It's depression glass.
You start at.
Ooh. $19.
You got it.
We start at 19. Hold it still.
Avon calling.
Hold still. You have it in green, Melody. It's beautiful in green. I've sold it in green before. And I can never. I was running around today. Something I won't, because I'll say it wrong. But Jenkins, I don't remember. But a 1920s, late 20s into the 30s. Yeah. And not your typical console bowl. But springtime is coming, right? Even though that old groundhog in Pennsylvania saw his shadow.
Lucille's in at 20.
And I just looked at the weather forecast, and next week we've got 5 or 6 inches of snow coming to old New Jersey. So we're not out.
Sandra at 25.
There's a few scratches in it, not much, just a few very light scratches. But again, we're now talking about glass that's knocking on the doors of 100 years old. Mm-hmm. So we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, and it is pink. 7, 6, 5, a 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On that. Sparkle, Arkle.
And Sandra outbid herself, so she will win at 25. Sandra Norden at 25.
Sandra Norden.
Yes.
Could you spell that for me? I don't know Sandra Norden.
Norden.
Just like it sounds. Sandra, I don't know you. Round of applause. I think, no, you know what Sandra gets? You get a ping on the lead glass bowl. Ready? All right. Thank you, Sandra. Sandra, don't forget to send me an email. Now, make sure it's, and if one of my
I'll put in your information, Scott.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I do appreciate it. Sandra, thank you. That will come your way. And welcome, welcome. It's always fun to have new folk, meet new people. Now, look. Oh, my word. This thing makes me feel like my hand is going to get cut. And you know why it feels like my hand is going to get cut. This actually has little tiny feet on it. And you probably can't see it. But I'll go ahead and tell you that this starts at, this starts at $30. It does sound like a church bell. I have to stand up. It starts at $30, and look at that. Now, you know, when you get your hands on cut glass, a brilliant cut glass, it's very difficult to tell if it's got chips or flea bites, because even if it doesn't, you still think you're going to get cut. Right? Now, it has no missing teeth, believe me. And you've seen me, if you watch my thrift haul videos, some of you get mad at me. I say, nope, leave it there. If it's got any missing teeth or any chips, I say, I'll pick it up with flea bites, because a lot of this American Brilliant has little flea bites on here. Very difficult not to have them. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. I go all the way around it. It's very sharp. Again, you'll find a flea bite here and there. Oh my goodness. Look at how the light dances off of that. My word. Let's listen to it again.
Opening at 30.
Heavy. Can you see? If I hold it just right, you might be able to see that there are actually little feet on it. Is that coming across or not? There's one.
Yes.
There's one. There's one. And so these stick out and actually sit on the table instead of the very, very bottom of it. And there's one foot right in the middle of it that sticks up. I've never had one like that before. It's unsigned. And so which American company made it? The measurements are, 11 inches across, 11 inches long, 8 inches wide. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do. And it stands in the place where it works, and it thinks about direction. It stands about 4.5 inches tall at the highest part there. And it is covered. I mean, this baby is covered.
Connie now is at 33.
And I have to tell you, I decorated with this at Christmas time, and I put a votive candle in glass, and I set it right down here. You should have seen this thing sparkle. That little candle danced around in there, and just this, there were you could turn off the lights, and it threw sparkles all over the ceiling and the wall. It was beautiful.
Philip's at 40. Connie now at 44. Philip at 48. Make sure you are in live chat.
And I will, how brilliant. And I'll count it down. 10. Oh, hold on for a second. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I'm going to ding it one more time. It's so resonant. Ready?
Okay, Melody Southern Buckeye is your winner at 73 before the stop.
I could sit here and do that all night long. Can I do it again?
Please.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that wasn't good. All right, put it down before you break it. Stop playing with it. I just admonished myself. I'm sorry, who I was playing. Who can you tell me who our winner is?
Melody Southern Buckeye at 73.
Melody. Melody. Okay, hold on. 73.
Yes.
I thought Melody might jump in there. You know why I thought you would jump in there, Melody. Hey, did you hang your picture yet? Melody, yeah, that's the Melody. Did you hang your picture of the trees? Okay. Not too much left. What time is it? Oh, we're not bad. It's 1:15. Let's do these little guys here. I've got 4 blue willow cups and saucers made in England. Now, they're not antique. I don't know if we have any blue willow people. Excellent condition. Let me get them up there. $19. Let me put these down because I'm going to. Why are you cursing me under your breath? These say these are made in England, and I have 4 of these. Blue willow coffee cups. And the condition is, I'm all about the condition on these. These haven't been murdered in a dishwasher. We don't have any crazing of the glaze, and they're not chipped or cracked or stained. And you have a beautiful shininess to the glaze, so they're in great shape. And we have made in England there. And these also say made in England on the bottoms of these as well. But Melody, you need that piece. Uh-huh. They do look big, I know. Yeah, they are a little bit. This is so these aren't antique. Probably made sometime in the middle of the last century. I love telling people that I'm from the 1900s, especially if they're, you know, in their 20s. Hello, I'm from the 1900s. And they're like, huh?
What?
What? Anyway, Look at that. And I spent a lot of time with people from the 1800s. That's the neat thing about being my age is I'm at that age when if you knew your great grandparents or all the old folk from church, they were all born in the 1880s. I was talking to a friend of mine about that the other day. And I said, I knew all four of my grandparents who were born either just before the First World War in the teens, but I knew three of my great grandparents, and they were all from the 1880s and 1890s. And it's interesting that here we are in 2025, and I can remember the voice of two of my great grandparents who were born in the 1880s. Isn't that neat? To me, that's neat.
Great.
That's neat. But you have to fall right within a certain age, for that to happen. Yeah. Anyway, I think about things like that. I suppose I'm weird. But 10, should we count these down? I don't know if there's 4.
No, that's not weird at all.
It's 4 of them. There are 4 of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I know when I was a kid, I always thought I had 7 grandparents, and I did because I had 4, and then I was blessed to know 3 of my great grandparents, and I didn't just meet them one time. They lived in my town, and I knew them. Birthday parties, Christmas, church, everything. It really is special to have that as a memory. What am I sitting on? Oh.
You did not have a bet on those, so.
Oh, we didn't. Pass on the
No.
blue. Okay. Okay, no blue willow. All right, popcorn. I was thinking hotline. Call me on the hotline for your love. You remember that, David, from the 70s? No, you don't.
Sky rockets in flight.
No, that is not what I was singing. We ain't doing no afternoon delight. This has never been used. And it sells, I'm going to see if we can get, can we get somebody to jump in at $15? Now look, there's the lid. There's the popcorn guy. You know what? Something is coming to my mind. Did I already sell this to somebody? I don't know why I'm thinking for some reason that I sold this months ago. Or did I have another one? That's awful. But something in my mind is telling me, I don't know. I guess not, because I don't remember somebody not paying for it. Anyway, I plugged it in. I know it looks familiar. Maybe I showed it at in a thrift haul. Lisa, you've never seen it, but something's telling me that I had this before. I had another one. No, this doesn't have the box. I sold one of these to somebody. Anyway, here are the instructions. And if you want to know where the handle is, the Bakelite handle, it's in here. See, they never put it on and never opened it. So you open up this envelope and there's a black Bakelite. I had a different one. Okay. My mind just went, oh no. Did I already sell it and then didn't ship it? Okay. The Bakelite handle is in there. That's how you know it was never used. See? And that'll go here. You'll screw that in. You'll screw that in. I did plug this in. And boy, whew, it heated up. So we'll put our directions back in it. You have to put the handle on it yourself. Oh, wait a minute. I wasn't supposed to do that. Thank you. So the other one had a box. Okay. Thank you for setting me straight, everybody. We'll put the instructions in. This is called the Nelson Automatic Electric Popper, number 900. And it comes from Ashtabula, Ohio. Ashtabula. I like saying that. And then it has a lid. And it's got its electric cord. Yep. And it's fine. As I said, I plugged it in. Who had popcorn out of one of these in the 1950s and 60s? You know you did. You can smell it right now. When your grandkids come over, you can show them how we used to do popcorn. Remember when microwaves came out? We put popcorn in a lunch bag and twisted it, and you left it in the microwave too long, and it all burned up. I can smell that smell right now. But this, you put a little oil, I think, down in the pan or something, and then fire it up. So do we have any bids on this guy?
I don't see one.
All right, well, we'll wait just a second because somebody might have been waiting to see. Never been used. You can pop popcorn just like you did in the 1950s.
You have one at 25.
50s and the 60s. And then along came Jiffy Pop. There's the bottom of it. So it's super clean and ready to go. And the element heated up beautifully. Now, don't be afraid when you get this, and you fire it up. It'll smell initially, because it hadn't been used, and so you got to burn the oxidation off of the element. You might even get a little bit of smoke. It's okay. Just give it like a minute or two. You'll be ready to go. That's just typical when you plug something in like this for the first time. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And I am so delighted that all 344 or 300 and something, you're still here. And I asked you to stick around, and you did, because I'm going to show you what's in the eBay store. But I think I've got one more thing to sell, so hold on there, everybody.
Gliny 18 is your winner.
Climby 18?
Gliny with a G.
Oh, Gliny. Hold on.
GLYNIE 18 at $50.
18. GLYNE.
GLYNIE.
Oh, 18.
Space.
Yeah, I know Gliny. Okay, I think I know you, Gliny, and you got it at 50, and that's gonna come to you, the popcorn popper. So we didn't have anyone for the blue willow, but let's sell this last thing, and then I want to show you what's in the eBay store. Don't you go anywhere. Come on now, hang in there. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. My last item is a big Anchor Hocking ice bucket. Oh my, that starts at 19. It has a wooden handle. It has a wire handle. The rest of it is, and you can see that it will come off. And this is a big boy. That is 9 inches across and 7 inches tall. What did I do with mine? About 7 inches tall. It is 7 inches tall on the money. And look how crystal clear it is. It is made by the Anchor Hocking Company. And I was looking at this and I thought, boy, that's a lot of ice. I mean, that's a big ice bucket. I can get my head in there. Wouldn't it be cute to put some sand in it? Now, stay with me. Stick like a child's seashore shovel in it. Think outside the box. What am I going to do with that? I don't need that much ice. Well, you could do something else with it. It's heavy, and it's just a nice ice bucket. And it's a big one. And we're starting off at $19. So if anyone is interested in this big Anchor Hocking glass ice bucket, jump right in.
Judy said her sister uses it for potatoes.
She puts potatoes in it. This is not from the Depression era. This was made after the war. So I'm certain that we're in we would be in the sort of the 50s, 60s after the war. But it is Anchor Hocking, and it's a big, heavy one. And we'll count it down. That's good too. Apples. Yes, fill it with apples. Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie. Yep. You won't go wrong on the condition on it. 10.
30's your high bid.
9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. That's it. On the big ice bucket. I was going to take my tie off. Can I take it off now?
Keep it on. It's probably keeping you warm.
Da 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 boom boom da da da. Woo! Okay, that's all that's coming off. Don't get overly excited. Did my ratings just go up or go down?
They went way up.
Yeah. 20 people.
Elaine Marie is your winner at 35.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who?
No, it's okay.
Jan Marie?
Elaine Marie.
Elaine Marie at 35?
Yes.
That was a funny sounding yes.
Yes.
Elaine Marie, I've got you. And Elaine, I know I have your information. Thank you. Listen, everybody, don't go. I'm going to show you what's in the eBay store and bring David back. Maybe we'll chat for a minute. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I know some of you, since the auction is over, and you might not be interested in what's in the eBay store, I don't want to forget to say thank you. I know that Jeffrey was here doing some moderating, and of course, David, thank you. And thank you, everyone. We're so glad that Robert is doing better. David, I'm so glad that your mother is doing better as well. And before we bring David in and I close my mouth, I want to show you what's in the eBay store. You can go and get it.
What's in the eBay store?
Auctions. These just got listed today. The Paldor Blue McKee Creamer, rare. And I don't often say rare. I'm not going to say rare. I'm going to say much harder to find than the jadeite and the custard. That's the Laurel pattern. It's marked McKee. That's in the eBay store. If you collect this, this is from 1930. That's when they introduced that. Oh, by gosh, by golly. You have these bad boys. And I'll tell you what, you're not going to find a nesting set. How did that gnat get in here? You're not going to find a nesting set in better condition than these. I can't find a scratch on them, a chip, nothing. Granny got these and never used them. And it's all 4. And you don't ask me questions because we're going real fast. You can go to the eBay store to find the measurements, pictures, and everything. These are exceptional. And you get all 4 of them. I think the measurements are 9, 8, 7, 6, something like that. It's a very beautiful color green. Oh, my word. If you're looking for a set, you're not going to find a set in better condition. I don't want to say mint because there's not a whole lot that's mint, but I couldn't believe it. This, on the other hand, flea bites. Yeah, this has got the flea bites on it. Glows, of course. Woo! And this is in the eBay store as well. So kitchen glass, little flea bites around the rim of the lid. Yeah, that happens. But there it is. Now, no explanation needed. You mid-century people, go get it. I love it. Oh my goodness.
Go get it.
Go get it. No explanation. No explanation needed, you Pyrex folk. Look, that's the old style lid too, isn't it? Or maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm not a Pyrex guy. That is called, oh, drat. Anyway, never mind. But that ain't easy to find. I think it's called Americana. That's not turquoise. It's not faded. That is, and I think this was only made from maybe 1960 to 62. And these sell for about $60 on the internet. But anyway, that's in the eBay store. You can go get that. That's another Pyrex. That's in the eBay store. So all my Pyrex is in the eBay store. And this is in there as well. Look at that. How about that?
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, that's in there too. Now, so there might be some other things. There will be more. I'm going to list the clarinet. Oh my gosh, more. This gives everybody a chance. Live sale, eBay auctions. Those all run for 7 days. And the link to the eBay store is underneath my YouTube videos. So if you go to most of my YouTube videos, you'll find the link right underneath in there, and you can go shopping. I'm trying to get more in there and get that back up to snuff. So there'll be more coming in the next few days and throughout the next couple of months.
Okay.
You can, so let's bring David. You can subscribe to the eBay store. Oh, Scott, would you feel bad packing up the blue willow and sending it to me for $19? I would not feel badly about that. Heidi. So why don't we do it? Heidi, you may have those because we didn't get any other interest in it. And so I will go ahead and do that. Heidi. Okay, Heidi, I'll send you an invoice for $19 for the blue willow. Thank you. You can actually go to the eBay store and you can subscribe to it. It doesn't cost anything. I don't know that you're there. I don't know that you're looking at it or not looking at it. I don't have your information, but you'll get notifications. Yeah. Or if you want, you can get notifications that says, hey, guess what? Look what's in the eBay store. Because some people say, oh, I would have wanted that and I didn't know. But if you subscribe to the store, you can get notifications and you can see what's in it. And also I tried to, on the community page on the YouTube channel, I try to put some things in, as well as my daily. Now, hey, David.
Hey.
You have your daily sock show off.
Yes, I have the not so daily sock show.
Dee has her daily joke. I said, you know what? I need to do something on a daily basis. I'm not going to be left out. So I have the daily on hold with the insurance company. I know it's goofy, but some people said it cheers them up. Hey, it only takes me a second to do it. And so if you watch the shorts, you will catch my daily. What is he going to lip sync to today while he's on hold with the insurance company? It's goofy, but goofy can be fun.
I had two more items if you didn't mind.
I did not. I am so sorry. I thought we were.
No, it's
David,
okay.
go.
But I wanted to show Jenny Mac because she's an MCM fan. I have a Viking glass. This is the big orb ashtray. I use this for a catch-all at work. I have a green one at work. This is the nice bright orange, large, and I don't know if there'd be interest in that. And then a nice plastic and teak desk lamp.
Jenny asks how much.
I was gonna start. Well,
Are you?
Jenny, these aren't cheap. I was gonna start this at 80, but if you're interested, I can do a start. If not, if you want to pass, just let me know. I'll just go ahead and list it. But I wanted to bring it because I have two.
Oh wow.
These are getting harder and harder to find.
It's thick.
Yeah, these are heavy duty. Yeah, these are heavy duty. Very thick glass. She has two. Okay. All right. And then I have the lamp. And just to show these, the glasses, the La Femme glasses sold via email.
Okay.
So,
You sold those. Okay.
all righty. Those are the two items I had. Okay. Cool, Jenny. Cool. Okay. She wants a lamp behind me.
Yeah.
I don't even have a shade for that. I got to get a shade from Scott. A lot of cigarettes in that tray. Yeah.
Hey, wonderful. And so it's only 10 after 10. We did well tonight to get it all in. Thank you, everyone. What do we need to get caught up on here?
Ooh.
How's the house decorating coming?
It's coming along. We just had our housewarming, so that was fun. We had some old friends over. Then you know how everyone has a cousin that you're kind of friends with too? You go out, eat, you do stuff because they're your age.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a couple of cousins that came over, and with some of our oldest friends. Our daughter came over and made our cheese trays and charcuterie boards, and she did a really good job. All of our friends had a blast, and it was nice to have people over. Are you doing my man cave and Ralph Lauren? No, not necessarily. I have a Ralph Lauren rug, but who knows? It's a mix. Who knows? Kind of art studio, antique, nouveau, traditional, just a mix of stuff. KP asked if you're doing a sale with something Sunday. Scott?
Yes. I think that I'm teamed up with Patrick, the trusty huckster, and Beth is hosting it.
Okay.
And, I've got to write back to her. But yes, I don't. I'll give you. I may have a video out tomorrow. Anyway, before Sunday, I'll have a video out that tells about that, so I can help promote it. I think she started to promote it. I haven't promoted it yet. I need to get on that. Patrick is fine, as far as I know. I haven't talked. Yeah, we I think he's doing fine. So.
And Tammy and I have our sale coming up Wednesday night, so don't miss out on that.
Does it still feel
in hilarity?
Does it still feel like you're like staying at somebody's Airbnb?
It doesn't feel that way. I mean, it doesn't feel that way. It just doesn't feel like I explained. Like there's too much running around, too many things to do. I want to get to that point where you just kind of relax. You have times where you can relax and have a routine, and you have to pick up this for the house. We still have to paint this for the house. Ooh, the YouTube room is coming along. We've done our little backdrop where we're going to start doing our live sales. Maybe the preview will be, the debut will be Wednesday. Hopefully, we'll see.
In your new
It's
space.
In our garage. That'll be all the YouTube will be done there.
Randy
From
asked,
from dropping off what we pick, whatever we haul in, to the live sale, to packing, and then to listing if it doesn't sell, and out the door. Everything will be done in there. We have the shipping space now. We have the backdrop done. We just need maybe a few light fixtures so that the lights are nice and a place to sit. But we have air conditioning in there now. We put a split unit in there. It's insulated. So we're ready to rock.
well, it's great to see you both in your home. That's
you.
it for tonight, folks. Thank you, one and all. And
Thank you,
we'll see
everyone, for
next
joining
time.
us. Yes, I love the neighborhood. Someone asked me where I like the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I love this neighborhood. And I still have my snowman.
I saw that, your little snowman, yeah.
Well, thank
I
you,
think-
Scott. I enjoyed joining you tonight. It's
Thank
always a pleasure.
Well, thank you. You always do a wonderful job, and I'm glad you were able to sell some things. Invoices tomorrow morning, and I'll pack tomorrow, and my goal is to get it in the mail on Wednesday. Just remember, if you tuned in late, the lowest shipping now tends to be United States Post Office rather than UPS. And things are a little slow right now. Even though I got everything in the mail last Wednesday, a lot of you haven't gotten those boxes yet because I checked today and I could see that everything was en route. But it looks like most of the boxes are in your town. They just haven't left your town post office and to you yet. So you might have gotten some today. You certainly get stuff tomorrow and the next day. And there was a holiday in there too, I think. I don't know. But thank you, everyone.
Good night,
Have a wonderful
everybody.
night. We'll see you next time. Good night, all. Good night, all. Oops. Good night.